question of the day, and then we're going to get started on the video. Question of the day is, now I have asked this question before, but I have more subscribers now, and I want us to debate on this. This is going to be a doozy, okay? This one is going to be a doozy. So, your husband is dying, okay? Your husband is dying. So, one day you're by his bedside and you end up leaving and you come back. When you come back, there's a woman there with 2 small children. The children are ages 7 and ages 4. Okay, your husband admits to you that he has been having an affair, and this is the woman that he's been cheating on you with. And he also admits that these 2 children are his as well. Okay, a couple of days pass and your husband ends up dying. Okay, he did not include the children or the woman in his will. You are awarded $2.5 million. Do you share some of that money with the woman and the children, or do you keep it all to yourself? Or what would you do in that situation? Again, your husband is dying. You're by his bedside, okay? You leave one day and you come back and there's a woman there with 2 small children, ages 7 and 4. Your husband admits to you that he's been having an affair, and this is the lady that he's been having the affair with you on you with, and that these 2 children are his. He ends up dying a couple of days later. The children are not in the will, neither is the woman. You're awarded $2.5 million. Do you share some of that money with the lady for the children? Do you keep it all to yourself, or what would you do? Leave it down in the comment section below. I want to hear from everybody on this one. What would you do? Beautiful people, it is I, your sister from another mister, ThickChickVlogs, and girl, we got a few things that we're going to be clocking some Z on today, girl. But first and foremost, I do need to give a disclaimer. I use curse words, okay? So if you're offended by curse words, then you may want to go over and check out my other channel. I do have another channel where, you know, I post on pretty regularly. So if you kind of like my personality, but you're not really here for the curse words, then go over and check out ThickChick. I post videos over there, and I really pretty much don't even use profanity over there for real. I might throw out 1 or 2, but it's nothing like over here on my vlog channel. So head on over to ThickChick if you just want, you know, my personality without all the curse words, okay? But today we're going to be giving college students a little bit of advice, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you probably know somebody who has just started college for the first time, or somebody who's entering high school for the first time, or whatever. But somebody asked me for a little bit of advice as far as freshmen starting school and all that stuff. And like I said, we have a couple of other stories that we're going to talk about. So let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of this here particular video. So this particular question came from a female, so I can only give advice from a female's perspective. I'm not a dude, so I can't really give no, you know, I can't really give a man advice who's entering college. I can kind of sort of, you know, give you a little bit of advice, but I'm gonna, you know, I'm talking to the ladies right now. Okay, so she's a freshman entering college, and she wanted a little bit of advice from me about, you know, the do's and don'ts and all this type of stuff. Let me tell you a little bit of something. I'm gonna use a quote from I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, House Party. Was it House Party 1? I think it was the very first House Party, so just House Party. When he said, keep your mind on them books and off them gals. Ladies, young women who are entering college for the first time, keep your mind on them books and off them dicks. Because let me tell you something, okay? Like I told y'all, it's going to be a little bit vulgar, but I'm talking to adults. You're entering college, so you need to hear what the fuck I'm going to tell you, because I have been there. Okay, I have been there, and I'm about to put you up on game, freshman entering college. So, you know, this is your first little piece of freedom. I'm about to tell you a little bit of something about these college situationals, okay? So, as a freshman, let me tell you exactly what you're going to be experiencing. I'm going to tell you from my perspective, okay? So, graduated high school, went to college for the first time. I stayed on campus. This is my first time ever being away from my parents, where I'm like living by myself in a dorm where I just got a roommate and all this type of stuff. All the freedom in the world. Nobody's going to come wake you up for class, okay? Nobody's going to be coming knocking on your door. No, ain't nobody. Your mama ain't going to be calling your phone talking about you need to get up and go to class. I mean, your mama might call you, you know, to tell you to get up to go to class. But I'm speaking from a perspective like you're not in her home. You are away from home in a separate space by yourself alone, where you don't know anybody unless you got somebody from school that then, you know, at the same college that you're in. But for the most part, you're going to be by yourself. So number one, you need to make sure you're getting up and you're going to class, because this is not high school. Okay, you can sit there and miss class all you want. They not gonna they don't care about you not coming to class as long as they got your damn money. All you're gonna do is fail out of class. So just make sure that you're going to class. Okay. Number two, it's gonna be all kind of niggas up in that through that piece. Let me tell you what I say when I say it's gonna be all type of niggas up and through that piece. Fine ass niggas. That it's gonna be tall niggas, short niggas, fat niggas, skinny niggas, a dark skin, light skin, bald head, dreads. Girl, it's gonna be every type of nigga that you can think of, and they're gonna be fine as fuck too. Let me tell you something. Okay, and like I said, by this being your first little piece of freedom, let me tell you what they're gonna be whispering in your fucking ear. And guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna start to get the tingling and shit, and you're gonna be thinking to yourself, damn, I'm in love. Because most of these dudes that's gonna be, you know, coming at you when you're a freshman, they're gonna be sophomores, juniors. You might even get a couple of seniors who might try to holler at you because they know that you a freshman, you fresh meat, and they know that your mind just, you fresh out of the house, and they see something that they like and they're gonna pounce on you. Let me tell you what used to pop off when I was a freshman in college. Let me tell you, ladies, I don't know what it was about these Kappas, but they lived in the freshman dorm. They used to come in there day in and day out passing out flyers about parties and all this type of shit. And let me tell you another thing. It was a couple of girls who who was in my freshman dorm who ended up pregnant. And let me tell you, the last thing that you want to do, yeah, you might see a dude that you like and you might want to date and you might end up having sex with him. But I'm gonna tell you something. When you're an adult, you're in college and all that stuff, yes, you're free to do whatever you want to do. You grown. Okay, you grown. You're an adult, you're at the house, whatever. You make your own decisions. But let me tell you something. You need to be smart about everything that you do. If you meet a guy, you decide you want to have a little bit of fun, number one, you need to protect yourself. And number two, don't let these dudes just whisper in your ear and tell you any and everything that you think you want to hear. You mess around and lay down with this dude. Trust me, he going to be with the next chick in the next room across from you the next day. So do not fall for these little sweet nothings that these folks be whispering in your ear when you're a freshman, okay? Stay up on game. Nothing wrong with dating. Like, you get a lot of people who say get your degree and your husband in college. Nothing wrong with that. But you need to be smart about it. Don't let all these dudes lay down with you. Because let me tell you, the last thing you want to be labeled as is a hoe as in your freshman year of college. That's not going to be the business. Especially when you're in a, you know, a smaller college or something like that. You living on campus. You don't want to be labeled as nothing like that. Because I'm telling you, these Negroes, these frat boys, all type of stuff, and you're gonna be thinking to yourself, yeah, I got me a frat boy. They gonna sit there and they gonna play with your mind like it ain't nobody. They're gonna be smelling good. They're gonna be looking good. So let me tell you something. Just keep your legs closed. Like I said, keep your mind on them books and off them dicks, because they're gonna be on you. They're gonna be pouncing on you like it ain't nobody business. Take it from somebody who know. Okay, take it from somebody who sat there and lived in a freshman dorm where it wasn't nothing but niggas all day and all night coming up and around up and through that piece, because they know you freshman, they know you're fresh out of the house, and they feel like they can, you know, they can persuade you a little bit better than they can persuade somebody who done been there a couple of years and know the game. Okay, keep your mind on the books and off them dicks. Okay, have fun, but be smart about it. That's all I'm gonna goddamn say right there. Okay, keep your mind on them books and off them dicks, because they're going to be pouncing on you. They're going to be looking good and they're going to be smelling good. Like I said, you're going to have them of all shapes, sizes, colors, and everything. And they're going to be fine as fuck. And you're going to keep your mind on them books and off them dicks. Ladies. Freshmen. Okay? Can you do that for me? Alright. Let's move on, because I don't want this video to be too long. Okay? Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about, girl, since we are on that little situation right there, let's talk about right quick. This is kind of an older story, but I just saw it because this person just shared it. It's about this police officer who hired a hitman to kill his pregnant side chick after she refused to have an abortion. Okay, and she asked for child support. Let me read you this story real quick, y'all. It says, the 29-year-old Austin woman was 7 months pregnant when deputies discovered her body in the parking lot of a vacant shopping center. She worked for the Cal Police Department, where co-workers were planning a baby shower for her future daughter, whom she decided to name Madeline. Dean's life was cut short on February 4th, just before 2 a.m., when a deputy found her shot in the head 3 times, once once at close range, and a plastic bag covered her face. The backseat of her Dodge Charger had been removed, which is crazy as hell. So let me continue. Go on to the next page, because you know something I hate? I hate when these damn blogs have it to where, you know, they have like a couple of sentences on one page and then you got to go to the next page to read the shit. That shit is annoying as fuck to me. But girl, I understand, because, you know, that's how you get your coin. The more pages you got, the more ads pop up on your shit. You know, I'm hip. Okay, but it says police believe the motive for her death was Vontre Clark, the father of her unborn baby, hired a hitman because Dean refused to have an abortion and wanted child support. On Wednesday, more disturbing details of the hit job were revealed in a search warrant for Clark's locker room at an Austin police station. So he was a police officer as well, okay? It says Texas authorities and the Federal Bureau of Investigation early on named Clark as the chief suspect in Dean's slaying, but haven't charged him with the crime. It's a Clark allegedly offered $5,000 to have Dean killed. Now my thing is this: you got motherfuckers out here killing folks for $5,000. Hell, you got people out here that'll kill your ass for $100. You go get you a cluck, what they call a fucking cluck. I don't know if y'all know. You know, I remember I used to be one of them lame people who didn't know what the fuck a cluck is. A cluck is a goddamn crackhead or whatever you want to call them. A milk shit. You can go get you a meth monster. If you don't know what a meth monster is, that's one of those people who, you know, they you know, shoot up meth and smoke it, or however the fuck you do meth. They will sit there and kill your ass for $100. It happens all the time. So he paid somebody $5,000 to kill this lady. Okay. So it says investigators say Clark's friend, Aaron Lamont Williams, 32, told them that Clark drove Dean to the parking lot where she was found slain. And I think it's one more page. Let me go over here, because like I said, these motherfuckers put 3 goddamn sentences on one page, girl. All right. It says Williams claimed that Clark's buddy and former roommate Kevin Watson is in jail on an unrelated drug charge, admitted to killing the mother-to-be with the help of a man named Freddie Smith. It's a whole lot of people involved in this shit. You got Kevin Watson, Freddie Smith, and the other 2 motherfuckers that I named on the other page. I ain't finna click back and read that shit, girl. But it says the hitman wanted to make it look like a drug deal gone wrong, according to the affidavit. Cops also arrested Watson's girlfriend, Kyla Fisk. Now you got another bitch who in on the mix. You got Kevin Watson, Freddie Smith. Now you got this bitch, Kyla Fisk. Okay, so that is, Watson is the former roommate who was of the, you know, the guy who was the daddy. Kyla is his roommate's girlfriend. Like, what the fuck? You got all these people in on this for $5,000. Motherfucker, do you know how much $5,000 is? That ain't shit. So this lady's life was worth, and her unborn child's life was worth $5,000. Let me keep reading. Cops also arrested Watson's girlfriend, Kyla Fisk, on charges of tampering with evidence for her role in allegedly hiding the clothes Watson wore the night of the slaying. So she hid her boyfriend's clothes, which is the guy who got the girl pregnant's roommate. She hid his clothes after he came back from killing her. It's the evidence suggests Dean feared her longtime lover before she was murdered. In a January 21st diary entry, Dean described an encounter in which Clark handcuffed her while wearing his uniform and gun. Dean felt at one point Clark was going to kill her. Dean reportedly also told Kyle Police Department colleagues that if something happened to her, Clark was behind it. And bitch, we got another fucking page. This shit, you know, I'm gonna start going to this motherfucker blog. I mean, I love reading her shit, but she is an annoying motherfucker. I ain't even trying to call no goddamn name. It's that police say his whereabouts were mostly unaccounted for the night of the murder. His girlfriend told cops he left his house at 8:30 p.m. on February 3rd. After they had a fight and she found it bizarre that he left his cell phone and pager at the residence. So Clark told investigators he drove to a nearby school and sat in his car before walking around, according to a search warrant. Motherfucker, don't even sound right. Police said there was no surveillance footage of him doing so. He checked into a police substation around midnight, court documents reveal. Police said a LA area number called Dean the night of her death, and text messages seemed to lead her to the abandoned shopping center. So he lured her to this abandoned shopping center. I'm not even going to read the rest of this. All I know is it's a fucked up ass situation when you got men out here. Hell, I'm not even just going to say men. When you got women too, you got some women who they'll find out that their husband, and when they got a chick pregnant, they decide that they want to go and kill this chick because their husband got it. My thing is this, Negro, I always tell people, well, I'm going to tell you about ThickChickVlogs. I can't tell you about nobody else. I feel like this. If a motherfucker don't want to be in my child's life, I'm not finna beg you. None of that shit. Once she told him she was pregnant, and if that motherfucker said he didn't want to have shit to do with it, I'd have been like, okay, cool. Now, granted, I'm one of those people who I feel like that you should have, you should pay child support for a child. If you made it with me, it takes two to tango. If you made a child with me, I feel like you should help me take care of that child. But at the end of the day, I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna beg a motherfucker for shit. That's just the type of person that I am. If a motherfucker feel like, nigga, you don't want to be there, that's your loss, okay? But for you to sit there and kill this woman because you didn't want to pay some fucking child support and because you wanted her to have an abortion, nigga, really? I mean, like I said, it's just sad that your life ain't worth shit to some people. $5,000 fucking dollars. Somebody took $5,000 to take this lady's life and her unborn child. That is some disgusting ass shit. Like I said, this did happen back in February, but I just thought that was a crazy ass story. And she's a very, very beautiful lady. So if you guys want to read this, you can go over to this is the title of the article in case y'all want to go over there, because I'm not gonna put this shit too damn long to put in the title, girl. It says, police officer hires hitman to kill pregnant side chick after she refused to have an abortion and asked for child support. So if you want to read that, just type it into Google, girl, and the shit should pop up on this chick's blog, and she can kind of get on my nerves. And another person who blog get on my fucking nerve. Do you guys follow Dr. Farrah Gray? Is that his name? That motherfucker literally, now at least she had 3 sentences per page on her blog. That fucking Dr. Farrah dude, whatever the hell his name is, that nigga had 1 fucking sentence per page. And I did not know, because I used to comment under his blog post like, damn dude, like your fucking blog set up all kind of fuck, like this shit's fucked up. Like motherfucker, I gotta read 10 pages, go through 10 pages to read 1 fucking paragraph, because you have 1 fucking sentence per page. And people hit me the game. They was like, all you gotta do is click on the Daily Mail thing that he have at the top of the story, and it'll take you to the full story. Because ain't nobody got time to be clicking around on no goddamn 15 pages for that bullshit, girl. I don't know about you, okay? But I just thought that was a fucked up ass story, and I wanted to talk about that really quickly. Now, the next thing that we're gonna talk about is that these motherfucking KKK cops. These motherfucking fucked up ass police officers. Now, I don't want to make it seem like all police officers are bad, because that'll be just a stupid statement to make. Because I have police officers in my family who are not bad police officers, okay? So all police officers are not bad, but you get a lot of them who give people give cops a bad reputation. I've never been in jail. I've never had a traffic ticket, knock on fucking wood, but I'm not gonna fucking, I don't smoke, I don't fucking drink. Okay, but it's bad that a person like me, a person who don't have no record or nothing, is afraid of the fucking police officer. People who are supposed to be, who are supposed to serve and protect the people, being, you know, people like me. It's sad that I sit there and get nervous when I see fucking police officers because of all this shit that is going on. I'm pretty sure that you guys have heard about these police officers in Salt Lake City, Utah, who killed this white guy. His name is Dylan Taylor. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. It's not just black folks getting killed by cops, just in case you guys don't know. That's what they show us in the media, because that's what, you know, you know, you got Fox News and all these other news stations and shit. They want to spark up fucking race wars and shit. So I know a lot of people say that you got a lot of these, you know, Caucasian people who get killed by police officers and we don't talk about them. But to be honest with you, we can't talk about shit that we don't know. Okay, we can only talk about things that we know about. So I get what people are saying when they say that we don't talk about Caucasian people who have been killed by police officers and things like that. But if we don't see the shit on the news, then how the fuck can we talk about it if we don't know about it? You kind of get what I'm saying? But this right here, this story right here, fucking, I mean, this shit was just a cold-blooded murder. Straight up murder. No questions about it. Like I said, the guy's name who was killed is Dylan Taylor. He was a Caucasian man. Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm going to read you guys what happened, okay? It says the incident happened in August. It said the victim has been identified as Dylan Taylor and the reckless officer as Brian Cruz. It is said that the shooting happened because Cruz confused Taylor for a possible criminal in the area. Okay, so he was, you know, scrolling through the area, saw this dude, and he thought that he was the criminal that he was looking for before he did a little bit of a further investigation. But let me tell you the fucked up thing about it. So Taylor and his brothers were coming out of a 7-Eleven, okay? They was coming out of a 7-Eleven. Now Taylor brothers, you know, they the police officer told him to put their hands up in the air or whatever, and his brothers did it, but Dylan Taylor had the headphones in his ears. Okay, had the headphones in his ears, so he didn't hear them say that because I guess his back was turned or whatever. So you can hear the police officer telling him to put his hands up in the air, but of course the guy has his headphones on, so he can't hear him. These motherfucking cops. Well, this motherfucking cop just shot him. Cold blood, like it ain't nobody motherfucking just bow, shot his ass. And if I'm not mistaken, this Negro ran over to the boy and was trying to handcuff him. Am I missing something when I saw that shit? Now, the reason why I'm saying this, okay, because this is kind of an old story. The reason why I'm saying this is because there are police officers out there, yes, who killed unarmed white people. There are police officers out there who killed unarmed black people. There are police officers out there who kill unarmed women. There are police out there who kill children. You got this shit that happen all the time. I'm not sure if you guys don't remember. I really wish I can remember the little girl's name. The police officers who went into these people's house doing a drug raid, and it was a 6-year-old girl on the sofa. They shot and killed this 6-year-old girl. Okay, shot and killed the 6-year-old girl. Of course, went to trial, and they found the police officer not guilty for shooting this child, which is a fucked up ass thing. Because my thing is this, y'all. It was an old lady in there. I think it was the child's grandmother, and the child was in there. I don't even know if the people they was looking for was even in there. I don't know. But my thing is this, and it was another story that I saw as well. Because I mean that right there was a fucked up ass story. And of course, even if they did have some video footage of that shit, I wouldn't be able to watch it because I can't watch shit like that because I don't have the I don't have the motherfucking I don't even know how to say the shit. I don't have the heart to watch shit like that because I mean you gotta have some strong mental power to be able to watch a fucking child or something like that get killed. That's just like the video of the little boy who had the fake gun that the police officers killed. I cannot think of his name. I couldn't watch that. I could not watch the shit. I can't watch shit of kids getting killed and all this. I can't. You got some people who can watch all kind of very hideous shit like the ISIS people who chopped off the American man's neck and shit. People who can sit there and watch this shit. I can't watch shit like that at all. That shit right there turns my fucking stomach. So it's just a fucked up ass situation. So yes, I think that some police officers are just I don't know what it is about some police officers that they just on these fucking power trips and they so fucking cowardly to where they just, I understand that they have to make split second decisions, but they also go through a training process to where they're supposed to use, there are steps that they're supposed to take before taking deadly, taking steps to where they're using lethal force, things that are going to end someone's life. There are steps that they're supposed to take. I understand that they have to make split second decisions, but that right there was stupid as fuck. That guy was walking away from him. The guy had headphones in his ear. He wasn't reaching for anything. So for him to shoot that guy just because he told him to put his hands up and he didn't, that was just idiotic and stupid. Okay, idiotic and fucking stupid. And this shit happens all the fucking time. And this is, like I said, this is one of the reasons why people are so fucking afraid of the police officers, because they do stupid shit like this and there's nothing ever done about it. And I'm getting tired of people saying that, we need to be more concerned with black on black crime and all this shit. Yes, there is black on black crime, but I've said this 1,000 times as well. When Pookie killed Ray Ray, Pookie carried his black ass to jail, okay? Pookie carried his ass down there to the county, that he gonna be processed, he gonna go to trial, and Pookie carried his ass to prison for a goddamn 50 to life or some shit like that. Pookie ain't getting away with this shit, but it's the cops that's killing these motherfucking people. They going to trial, and they motherfucking getting off, or they getting fucking manslaughter, and they released in a year or two. That is some fucked up ass shit. Now, y'all ain't gonna tell me that ain't fucked up, y'all. So it has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with the abuse of power, in my opinion, okay? That's my fucking opinion. So I thought it was a fucked up story and I wanted to talk about it. So shout out to Bobby Emery, I think your name is, for sharing that story with me, because I hadn't heard about that. Because like I said, if they don't share it on the news, in the media, how are we supposed to know about it? Which is a fucked up ass situation. But let me go ahead and purge this part of the thing right here, and we'll be back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and so we 1. Are back. Now, the last thing that we're going to talk about today, and this might be a doozy, I'm not sure how long this little part here is going to last, but I need y'all to also chime in on this. situation right here, as well as answer that question of the day. I hope y'all got, you know, your dibs in on that question of the day, because I'm pretty sure everybody's going to have very, very strong differences of opinions when it comes to that question of the day. But the next thing that we're going to talk about is this dude who calls himself the DL detective. Now, let me tell you where this story came back to my mind from. I remember hearing about this dude a couple of months ago, but I was watching one of Justin J, 1232. If you guys don't know who Justin J is, why don't you grow up? Because he is hilarious and I absolutely love his videos. But I was watching one of his videos the other day, and he was talking about this dude named Markeith Rivers. So when I heard Markeith Rivers, I was like, I've heard that name before. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Markeith Rivers. Like I said, he calls himself the DL detective. He's a gay man who I think he used to live in Charleston, South Carolina, but he ended up moving because he's been getting a lot of death threats from a lot of people who he has been outing. So let me tell you how I first heard about Markeith Rivers a couple of months ago. Probably a year or so ago. I don't remember. I think it was a couple of months ago though. But Markeith had decided that he was going to out this rapper who was named Young Trill. I don't know, it's probably a local rapper or something like that. Of course, I've never heard of him, but he was probably a rapper from Charleston, South Carolina or something like that named Young Trill. He actually records himself having sex with these men, and he actually posts the videos on social media. Now, he has a Facebook page. He even got a YouTube account and all this stuff. You could just probably type in the DL detective or whatever, and it'll probably come up, girl. But when I first heard about Markeith, like I said, he had outed this boy named Young Trill. He actually put up a video on Facebook. What the hell is that? I don't know. He actually put up a video on Facebook of him giving oral sex to Young Trill. Now, before he actually started performing the oral sex on him, he cut the video off because, of course, it's Facebook, so you can't put up porn on Facebook and not have the video flagged. So he actually just put it up to where the guy was taking off his clothes, and when he put on the rubber, and when he was about to perform the oral sex on him, and then it cut off. But it was actually pictures posted, like screenshots from the video, showing that he was actually having sex with Young Trill. And, you know, people probably thought that he was going to be actually having, you know, doing shit. I'm trying to think of ways to say this without being offensive to anyone. He was actually having sex with Young Trill, and people were probably thinking Young Trill was going to be the one having sex with him, if that even makes sense. Well, I hope it do. But he was, you know, doing it to Young Trill, and, you know, at first Young Trill was denying it, talking about it wasn't him and all this stuff, and he eventually came out and apologized to his fiance and his baby, and this Negro deleted all his social media accounts and everything like that. Girl, I mean, it was a hot ass, shitty ass mess. And this Markeith Rivers dude, he claims that he does this because he want women to know what they men doing, and he doing it for women. And he even made a video a couple of days ago, I want to say, where he had outed this other dude, and this is like a real thug type dude, and he had posted this video on Facebook, and the dude posted guns and all this stuff, and he ended up meeting up with this guy at a park, and the dude had a rifle, and this Negro, I mean, when he was recording the video, you can tell in his voice he was so freaking scared, because he was like, oh, I do this for y'all. That dude had a rifle, you know, I had to run away from him, all this type of stuff. I mean, the shit is crazy. He was even recording while he was in the car talking to this dude, telling him, I ain't never told anybody about me and you until you started ignoring me and all this stuff. I mean, just some dangerous ass shit that he's doing. But the latest tea that this motherfucking nigga's doing, let me tell y'all the latest shit that this motherfucker's doing. So he has been having a sexual relationship with this man named, oh my God, what is his name? Henrico or something like that. I think his name is Henrico, but he is the pastor of the Weeping Willow Church in Charleston, South Carolina. So this is a huge scandal that is going on now, and it's been shared on Media Takeout, World Star Hip Hop, a whole bunch of different, D.L. Hughley even shared it. A whole lot of people have been sharing it, and of course he getting his rocks off on that, but that ain't even the kick. I'm gonna tell y'all what the kick is a little bit later in this story. But he even he was contacted by the board members of this church, because they wanted to talk to him and all this type of stuff, because they want to keep the shit under wraps. They offered him money to buy the tape because they didn't want the shit released and all this type of stuff. But this Negro, he is all about the Benjamins, honey. So he went and met these dudes at Chili's in Charleston, South Carolina. had a conversation with, but apparently they had this little conference situation on Skype, and whatever they discussed on Skype when he got to the Chili's for them to, you know, I guess do their little exchange, he said they changed their motherfucking tune to where, you know, they was trying to offer him less than what they was offering him over Skype, and he is sitting there recording these dudes talking about what all he's gonna do and how they need to pay him and all this stuff. So they ended up giving him like $125 for him even driving there. Girl, it's a hot, shitty ass fucking mess. But if you go over to Facebook, like I said, you can see his timeline. They have it to where I don't think you can add him as a friend. I don't know if his friend list is full or if he has it to where you can't add him. I don't exactly remember. But he has a private page, like a closed group. Let me tell you this, T-girl. Let me tell you this motherfucking tea. He has a private group that you have to donate money to him to be able to get into this private group. You have to donate money to him. He claims that the reason why he is accepting these donations is to raise awareness for HIV and AIDS or something like that. But of course, we know this money probably going in his pockets, girl. We know this money is probably going in his pocket. And the crazy fucked up thing about it is, you got people that are actually donating this money so they can get into this closed group, because that's where he posts the videos and stuff. You can't see the videos unless you get into this closed group. So I don't know what's the minimum you can donate. I don't know. All I know is you have to donate money to him in order to be able to gain access to this closed group that he has, to be able to see the videos of the dudes that he outs or whatever. Which is a very fucked up ass situation. And what the even more fucked up thing is that you got motherfuckers on there who are fucking encouraging him to continue to do this shit. Now he said he had to move 100 miles outside of Charleston, South Carolina, simply because he's been getting so many death threats and things like this. He even went to the police, had to have a police escort to the court and all kind of shit, because people have been saying that they're gonna kill his ass. And you got all these chicks on there. You keep doing what you doing because you helping us out, showing us who this and who that. My thing is this, motherfucker. Well, is you gonna help raise the motherfucking money when this Negro is motherfucking 6 feet deep dead because somebody done motherfucking killed his ass because he doing this old stupid ass shit? That's one thing I ain't never. Okay, I understand some people might be like, well, when a man is gay, he needs to be, he needs to be upfront with people. My thing is this: it ain't nobody's fucking business. Okay, if a man decides that he want to do whatever the fuck he want to do, it ain't nobody's fucking business to spill that man motherfucking tea. Okay, it ain't nobody's fucking business, in my honest opinion. Okay, in my opinion, it ain't nobody's fucking business whether or not if I'm gay. Okay, that ain't your business to go and tell no fucking body that I'm gay. You might sit there and say, well, if he got a wife, somebody need to go and tell, the wife that he's gay. I'm just saying, I personally, honestly, and truly think that is a very, very dangerous ass thing to do. Granted, if he's sitting there cheating on his wife, whether he be cheating on his wife with men or women, it's a fucked up ass thing to do. But my thing is this: it ain't my burden to bear, girl. It ain't my motherfucking tea to go over there and spill. That's all I'm motherfucking saying. So I just feel like he doing a dangerous ass motherfucking thing, sitting there outing all these people. And of course, like I said, I don't know what the tea is with this goddamn church group, but of course he said he gonna still be sharing shit. I don't know if he's gonna be sharing it in the private group or if he's gonna share it on his regular Facebook page. But girl, he said he is about to release that fucking video. And he's saying the man, I don't know if the man sucking him off or he's sucking the man off. Girl, I don't know what the fuck it is, but it is a hot, shitty ass fucking mess. So y'all need to Google the DL Detective, or you can go up to Facebook and type in Markeith Rivers or whatever, and I'm pretty sure all his shit will come up. You could probably read his timeline. I don't think that you can add him as a friend or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure that you can read his timeline. I just think it's a very, very dangerous ass thing to do. And he's a very, very handsome man. That's the crazy part about it. He's a very, very handsome man sitting there doing all this dangerous ass shit and claim he doing it for the benefit of women. Man, let me tell you something, because the motherfuckers that's co-signing all that shit in your comment section, they is not finna raise no motherfucking money on no GoFundMe for your motherfucking funeral when somebody sit there and off your ass. That's all I'm gonna motherfucking say. This shit ain't, who the fuck wanna live a life to where they goddamn looking over their shoulder every 2 seconds because they doing some old idiotic ass shit? And for what? Is it for likes, nigga? Is this shit for likes? Is this shit for social media fame? For real though? Because you can't sit there and be, I'm honestly truly believing that he done did this shit probably because Probably some man fucked him over, and he just feel like, or he probably was with a dude, and he found out that the dude had a girlfriend, and he probably got pissed off, and he's like, you know what, I'm finna fuck up everybody's life. Every motherfucker who fuck with me, I'm gonna record that shit, and I'm gonna put it all over social media. I mean, it's just a fucked up ass thing to do. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this shit down in the comments section below. But I'm one of those people. I know some people feel like it should be people who, you know, if a man is on the down low, people should tell. But my thing is this: it ain't my goddamn tea to spill. And so I don't feel like it's right for people to be doing this. I think that shit is very, very dangerous. I get that you may want to know. I understand. But at the end of the day, that shit is very, very... Some people do not play that shit. I'm telling you. Okay, I'm telling you. And for those of you who might be watching this, let me ask you a question. What the fuck is a trade? There's this girl that I follow on Facebook who is in my area, and she makes videos. She's a transgender woman, and she makes videos all the time. She talk about trade. I'm fucking around with trade. What the fuck is trade? Somebody let me know down in the comment section below what the fuck trade is. But that's pretty much all that I have on here. I'm thinking about going live. I don't know if it's going to be tonight or tomorrow, but I will make a little small clip video to let you guys know if I'm going to be going live, so you can join me here on YouTube. I don't know what the topic of the video is going to be. It's probably going to be like a live Q&A or some shit like that. I don't know yet, so do not mark my words. But answer that question of the day that I answered you guys at the beginning of this video. Give this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to go over and add me on my Facebook page. I have a new Facebook page. The link is down in the description box below. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.